I'm Michele Morrow, Executive Director of the National Alliance for Education Reform, and I stand here today before the U.S. Department of Education here in D.C. to thank President Trump and his DOGE team, thanking them for the hard work that they're doing to dismantle this department and to uncover the corruption that threatens our constitutional republic. The U.S. Department of Education, the National Education Association, the American Library Association, and Planned Parenthood together make up the rotten core of the education cabal that has been forcing a politically charged, racially divisive, and sexually explicit curriculum on our young people. This nexus of power has been robbing our students of the academic rigor, the moral development, and the critical thinking skills that they need while lining their own pockets. 45 years ago, Jimmy Carter ignored the Constitution and created the U.S. Department of Education. This decision has led to decades of academic failure, bloated bureaucracy, and a downward moral spiral that has resulted in the grotesque manipulation of our children's minds and their bodies. 45 years ago, our public schools were number 2 in the world. Today, we're 42nd and falling. Despite this department spending $238 billion last year alone, our literacy rates have plummeted to the lowest recorded in the last 30 years. Violence and crime are rampant on our school campuses. Drug use and youth suicide are at an all-time high. Just last week, Maxine Waters and Elizabeth Warren were pounding on that door to demand not accountability or transparency, but because they are afraid. They are afraid of the light shining on their corruption. These people are panicking because they realize that Elon Musk and DOGE are about to uncover the dark political partnership that exists between the Department of Education, Planned Parenthood, the ALA, and the NEA. They are terrified for us to see behind the curtain, and well, they should be. Their decades-long facade is about to crumble. They can no longer hide behind the guise of compassionate education and use our money to promote their destructive agendas. These same individuals that are calling for an end to DOGE are the ones that have allowed girls and young women to have their privacy violated and their safety threatened. And now they want us to believe that they are the bastions of human rights and the protectors of our freedoms? The same people who labeled parents domestic terrorists for speaking at school board meetings now want us to believe that they are fighting for our families while they rally against transparency? Americans have woken up. We see through the lies. We, the people, demand that the educational cabal stop stealing from our children. Stop stealing their innocence, their hope, and their potential. Stop wasting our time and money on your destructive, divisive, and dangerous agendas, and start preparing our children to be critical thinkers, problem solvers, and hard-working patriots who will become the leaders our country and the world need. It is time to dismantle this and every other false organization that works to the detriment of our freedom and our future. Americans must unite to make our voices heard above the misleading, fear-mongering shouts of the left and their media cronies. President Trump, we stand with you. Our organization, the National Alliance for Education Reform, and millions of Americans just like us implore you, Elon and DOGE, do not stop. We, the people, want you to continue to fight, to protect our children, and to stand up for truth. We implore every American, join us in this fight at forbettered.org to support President Trump and his education agenda. That's forbettered.org. Because together, we will take back our schools and make education great again.